Yo, what's up? Ogechi here, aka Oaghaji, back in the building with another video. It's time for another review. Now, before I begin, just want to let y'all know, as usual, that if y'all hear any talking and background noises and things like that, that is my family. So, yeah, with that out of the way, let's continue. Sorry for that brain fart right there. Like I said, it's going to be another review. Now, today's review is going to be on the 1974 Japanese karate martial arts film classic from the Toei Studios. And it's the third and final film in the Onna Hisatsuken, aka Sister Street Fighter Trilogy, starring the OG Lady Karateka herself, Etsuko Shihomi, aka Sue Shiomi. Awesome as always. And that is Kaettekita Onna Hisatsuken, aka The Return of the Sister Street Fighter. And as y'all know, I'm going to use the Arrow Video Sister Street Fighter Blu-ray collection for this particular review. Just want to let y'all know that. The film also stars Yasuaki Kurata, Akane Kawasaki, Rinichi Yamamoto, and Jiro Chiba, aka Jiro Yabuki, who is, as y'all know, is the brother of the late great Shinichi Chiba, aka Sonny Chiba, and many, many more. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's begin. The plot revolves around Lee Ho-long, aka Lee Koryu, the title character of the film, returns to Yokohama from her hometown of Hong Kong to rescue a kidnapped friend from a crime syndicate that deals in drug trafficking. And it has some riches on top of that, like gold and things like that. And it also has a secret that not even some of the men know about, you know what I'm saying? And this leader, as you know, is played by Rinichi Yamamoto. So, yeah. And on top of that, she faces off against a very skilled karateka played by Yasuaki Kurata. We don't know for sure if he's an ally or an odd. You get me? So, which is a pretty interesting mystery, but, can the Sister Street Fighter, save her friend, or it's going to be her last hurrah? Yeah, I have to do it right there because, I took too long with that long pause and I had that stupid ass brain fart like I usually do. Anyways, the story is actually pretty good in this film, pretty well written in my opinion, as always, Lee Koryu, tries to rescue someone that she cares about from this evil crime syndicate and things like that. In the first film, it was like a drug trafficking ring as well as like hiring some skilled fighters and all that. And then on the second film, it's like diamond smuggling. Then the third film is going to be drug smuggling, and on top of that with gold, which is pretty interesting, very unique. What else? Yasuaki Kurata, Jiro Chiba, aka Jiro Yabuki, Akane Kawasaki, Rinichi Yamamoto, all of them definitely did their thing in their roles, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely like Mitchi Love in this as well. As y'all know, Mitchi Love did some work in the Super Sentai shows from Toei back in those days as well. Especially from the show called Jack, which I think is cool. And I think she did some other tokusatsu superhero shows before she presumably, retired. We can assume that. Anyway, yeah, the acting, everyone did their thing. No complaints there. The story's written well, and the characters are pretty well interesting and get some pretty interesting development. Especially in the case of our main character, Lee Ho-long, aka Lee Koryu. So, the story, characters, and acting, they all get a 5 out of 5 in my opinion. Now, the action in this film is just badass as him. It's just straight up hands, straight up boxing for sure, for sure. You feel me? The Japan Action Club definitely did their thing with the fight choreography. You know what I'm saying? And Etsuko Shihomi, she is awesome as always with her physicality and as a martial artist and stunt woman and all that. You know, she's basically Japan's Angela Mao Ying. You know what I'm saying? Which is awesome. And originally, Kazuhiko Yamaguchi, they wanted to have Angela Mao on the first film, but they weren't able to get her, you know what I'm saying? So they decided to have, Etsuko Shihomi, and good thing she did. Good thing they decided to choose Etsuko Shihomi after they couldn't get Angela Mao Yin, because she would have a great career, throughout the 70s and 80s, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Like I said, the fight scenes are very well choreographed, very well shot, very well edited, and very well lit. You know what I'm saying? So, no complaints there. And the film as a whole was shot and edited and lit very well too. You know what I'm saying? No complaints there, especially in the locations in both Hong Kong and Yokohama. You feel me? Which I think is cool. What else? Oh yeah, the music, dope as always, with the soundtrack, with the main theme, with the Sister Street Fighter theme, which I think is cool, you know what I'm saying, with some new music here and there as well, which I definitely like, especially in the final fight. The music in the final fights in all these three films, dog, it's just dope, you feel me? Yeah, I would say fire, but I would rather say dope because I'm old school like that, you feel me? But y'all get what I'm saying. So yeah, the composer for the soundtrack definitely deserves his motherfucking flowers. You feel me? So yeah, the action, cinematography, editing, lighting, and music all get a 5 out of 5 as well. Overall,帰ってきたOnna Hisatsuken, aka The Return of the Sister Street Fighter, is a dope ass film and a great end to the trilogy, and I highly recommend y'all checking it out. This film gets a 5 out of 5. Hopefully y'all enjoy this review, and I apologize for the brain farts and being tongue-tied and all that type of shit, but hey, it's been a long day, so let me know what y'all think about The Return of the Sister Street Fighter, all known by its Japanese name,帰ってきたOnna Hisatsuken, in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. What else I want to say, man? I'm being tongue-tied. I don't know what to say. Oh, if you like this video, you can hit that like button and share it. And if you enjoy this type of content, you can subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell to keep y'all notified. You feel me? Y'all can also follow me on my other social media accounts, and stay tuned for more other reviews and more other videos along the way. So with all that said, this is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, a.k.a. Oaghaji, a.k.a. the Perfect Sensei, from the West motherfucking Coast, West LA, baby. Signing out. Peace.